up? You already know what it is, man. It's the biggest, the purplest. It's your boy Grind Season Vague. And you know who the fuck I got in the building? Finally. This is how I gotta see this girl. That's the crazy shit. I gotta fucking get her to do interviews and freestyles to see my sister.
Oh, man.
But we got the biggest mermaid, the fucking wave, Tsunami fucking Auty in the building. What's up, Auty?
What's good? What's poppin', everybody? What's up, babe? You know I missed you. Don't do that.
Your passport look like a sleeve full of tattoos.
Listen, I've been missing. I've been overseas.
Before rapping, what was you doing before rapping?
Before rapping, what did I do? Alright, before rapping, I was a bartender. I don't know if you know. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a bartender from 18 to 20, and I retired. I started me a hair company. I made like maybe 20,000. Huh?
Plus, what else you was doing?
Yeah, I made like 20,000 or whatever, and then I started my own strand. I used that money to start my own strand, Tsunami packs. Make sure y'all check it out. What else?
What clubs you worked at?
I worked at Angels, Cityscapes, all the biggest.
You ever worked with a partner?
Why you? Fuck it, let's start it up. Let's make it spicy.
You ever worked with a partner?
I worked with a couple partners. I had a couple.
Are any of them like doing anything now, or they retired, washed, or they still in clubs?
Babe. All right, so I started out with one partner, and you know what? I'm just say what I gotta say. If anybody feel away, they gonna feel away. I started with one partner, and I'm not gonna lie, I loved her to death. I loved her, I respect her. She was older than me, and you know, it's like in the beginning, she introduced me to Elle. Shout out to Elle. She introduced me to Shorty or whatever, and then it's like, over time, you know, I was a young girl. I was 18 years old. So over time, it's almost like she started, like, acting funny. She started acting funny. As she started acting funny, I'm like, what the fuck? And she don't know that to this day, that one day I caught her taking money. And it's like, usually when you bartending, you split money. And we both bringing niggas in. I'm bringing niggas in to blow the bag. You bringing niggas in to blow the bag. And one day, we went out to a diner, and I hope that she watched this motherfucking interview, and she says, like, wow, she seen me. But we at the diner, we eating, we order our food or whatever, and as we splitting our money on the table, we counting the money, I get up to go to the bathroom, and word to my daughter's like, I see that she had money tucked behind her, like big bills though, and that was both of our tips. That night, I actually had a nigga that came and blew the big bag, some older nigga, because I was young at that time, some older nigga came and blew the bag on my little young ass. He blew the bag on my little young ass, and I was so excited because I'm like, you know, I just started this shit. You know, we got money, we at the diner. You know, I didn't really care about the money so much because I had niggas with money. I didn't, like, you know, but we counted shit, and the bitch was stealing money.
What's her name?
You want me to say her name?
Yeah.
Say her name?
Yes.
I ain't gonna do that to her. I feel like her rap career is hanging by a thread. I ain't gonna do that to her.
I know her.
You know her?
Well?
No. Not that one. I got stories about partners, honey. I got stories about partners. You want me to talk about the next one?
Just say her name.
I'm not going to say her name because I'm a girl's girl. And I don't want to do that to her career. She has, like, not going for herself. I'm not going to do that.
Alright, so.
She can't beat me, though. Let's not.
She's Spanish or black?
Light skin. Biracial.
Tell me another story about another partner you worked with.
Another partner? Ooh. She wasn't a partner of mine, actually, but I was bartender with the same partner I just mentioned. And, ooh, spicy story. So boom, right? So I'm standing there, whatever, you know, my little thinking I'm innocent ass. Shorty come up to me with a nigga on the phone. And she gonna know I'm talking about her. She came up to me with a nigga on the phone, and she's like, oh, this my man. Look, give me a kiss. So you know how, like, bitches want to, like, show up for their man or whatever. She's like, oh, kiss me. So you know me, I like girls, so I kissed her. At the time, I'm just like, oh, okay, mwah. You know what I'm saying? And then the nigga's like, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? He's getting hype or whatever. And then, fast forward, I'm just looking like, I didn't know what the fuck was going on. But, you know, me and Shorty was kind of cool at the time. So, fast forward, about an hour later, the nigga walks in the building. I didn't know who the fuck he was. But everybody's like, oh, shit, such and such is in the building.
He's a rapper?
Yes.
What rapper?
Babe, stop doing that.
There's no politics here. I'm just trying to figure it out.
I can't do that.
Okay.
I can't do that.
Okay.
Maybe. Matter of fact, pass my cup. Maybe I.
Give it a cup.
Pass the bottle. Pass the motherfucking bottle. Nah, don't pass the bottle unless they sponsoring me. So yeah, he walks in the spot, you know, making shit hot. Walks in the spot or whatever, and then everybody's all excited. They like, you know, what's up or whatever. So he's like kind of showing me a little attention. So all I see is Shorty like kind of looking at me or whatever. I'm like, I don't know what's going on, bitch. I don't know why you mad at me. While later that night, it's time for us to go in and count our money. I don't know if she felt the way that he was giving me attention. Rule number 1, ladies. Y'all bring a bitch into your bed or show a nigga that you flirting with a bitch, he gonna want the bitch. That's what the fuck men do. Like, I don't understand what made her think that he wasn't gonna walk in and want me. But anyway, fast forward. We get into the dressing room. This bitch tries to fight me.
And after she said kiss me with him on the phone,
she tries to fight me. And I'm like, what the fuck did I do? Not even, everybody knows Auty is tough, Tsunami is tough, I'll fight any bitch. But I really was highly confused on what I did to this girl. I'm just like, so now, one thing about me, I'm a fighter. But when I fight, I'm not popping shit before I fight. That's rule number fucking 1 to fighting. You don't pop shit because now you're going to be out of breath when you get into the fight. So I'm just watching her pop shit. Okay, good. The bitch is fired after that. You don't know who the fuck you talking to? You're fired after that. Now you have no job at this spot. So anyway, you know, right now I kind of don't have an issue with Shorty, but yeah, that's what happened that day. This was years ago.
Did you ever end up messing with the dude like after that? Like,
yep. Yep. It's been 7 years now. Right now, you know, we don't have anything going on, but 7 years now.
He was the bartender though. That was the partner.
Should I say it? How about this? I ain't gonna say Shorty name. If she wanna expose herself, she expose herself. But the nigga, Albie, you know I love you, baby. Right now, I don't, you know, we just cool, we just friends, but...
Albie, the rapper.
Yeah.
From Jersey.
Yeah.
Okay.
And, you know, me and him cool now. Everybody knows that if you know, you know. I don't fuck with him at this current moment. You know, I got my own thing going on, but... Yeah, that's who it is. But Chaka, what's the name of the fucking... Oh, Hit Different, I think he named it. Yeah, that's about Tsunami Auty, the wave, the mermaid.
On his new album.
On his new album.
When did you come to the realization that, yo, this shit is not for me no more? What was the straw that broke the camel's back?
The straw that broke the camel's back with bartending, honestly, you know what it is? Like, you have to... I got a lot of pride, and I always had a lot of pride. And it was like, to be a bartender, and this is no shade to any bartender. I love any hustle that a woman has. I'm a girl's girl. But for me personally, I feel like I was kind of begging niggas to come to my bar. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, anytime a dude would hit me up, it's like, oh, make sure you come to my bar, come to my bar, come to my bar. And I started getting tired of saying that to men, like, honestly. And it was like, even if I want to fuck with a dude genuinely, the first thing I say to him is, oh, make sure you come to my bar, and it kind of turn a nigga off. And it's like, you know, I'm a lover girl, so that would like kind of ruin it. But yeah, it's like the money would come. Don't get me wrong. They'll come to the bar, spend the money. But then now it's like, oh, am I fucking? Like, you know what I'm saying? Or
absolutely.
It just kind of seemed transactional all the time. And it's like, that's how my life kind of became. And I didn't like that because me being so young, I bartended from 18, 19, and 20. So I was really young. And it was like, I felt so sexualized. And ain't nothing wrong with being sexualized if that's what you want. But I felt like everything was just so fucking... pussy, pussy, pussy. Not that I was giving a pussy, but it was just like everything was just all about pussy and sex and money, and that shit kind of like made me feel overstimulated. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It made me feel very overstimulated. And this is only for me personally, to the point where I started having issues in the bedroom. Because my job was to wake up, get dolled up, go to the club, take off my clothes, stand behind the bar, and then just be, you know, sexy.
Flirt with niggas.
Oh, it don't matter what the nigga look like. You know what I'm saying? You know I'm a mean bitch. You know me personally. I'm a mean bitch. So I get to the bar, nigga be ugly as fuck. You stand at that bar, you flirt with the nigga, get the money out of him. It was always get the money out the niggas. And I just started to just feel weird, like to the point where I had a man that whole time. And I would go home to him, and I would just lay down and be like, don't touch me. That's how it got for me. I'm like, don't touch me, because now I can't genuinely flirt with you, because nigga, I just flirted all night to get the bag.
Flirted my life away.
I just
flirted I
flirted my life away. I went home and I think he was so understanding, because I'm like, yo, I don't want to fuck, and it got bad to the point where I'm like, I'll go a month without having. I went a month without having. Crazy. And he would lay next to me, and he was, you know what I'm saying, and he would understand, but I don't think to this day he knew what the issue was. That was the issue. I felt so overstimulated because I was just in the club, like, fuck. And then it wasn't only that. Y'all have to understand, this is really the straw that broke the camel's back. The fucking promoters. Like, ladies, like, let's really talk about that shit. Them promoting niggas, oh my God. Like, they're so fucking, they feel like they entitled to slap your ass, touch you, fuck you if they want. Like, and a lot of these females set the bar in hell. Because y'all are fucking these niggas. Why y'all fucking these niggas? Make yourselves exclusive.
So the promoters be fucking the bartenders and the strippers?
Hold on. That's not what I said.
Okay.
Let me be specific. Let me be specific. Because truly, honestly and truly, I only know one female that was like actually fucking with a promoter. And that was in a Jersey club. But other than that, I don't know any bartenders or strippers that were fucking the promoters. But they always try to fuck. Like, it's this one promoter, he slapped my ass a little too hard one day, and I went and told my man, child. Because I kept telling him to stop. He did that shit over and over, and I'm just like, yo, like, stop fucking touching me like that.
So you said you don't know no strippers that was...
I know one, but honestly, like, that was her boo. Like, I wouldn't say, like, the girls be fucking the promoters. They be trying, though, and they're very, like... Here's the thing, right? The promoters have the power to put you on a schedule as a bartender and take you off. And as the dancers, it's like, dancers are almost, no offense, but they're almost, like, disposable in the club, because anybody could come and dance. You know what I'm saying? But bartenders are, like, more like, you got to get on a schedule, and then you have to be chosen. You got to get on a flyer and things like that. So the promoters, it's like, they know that it's hard for you to kind of like disrespect them. You disrespect the promoter, you're off the schedule. You can't work for the next week. And it's like, that's the power that they have. So it's like, you kind of like, you know, a nigga slapped my ass. I remember the first day I worked in Jersey, a nigga slapped my ass. And I'm like, you know, for me personally, I find that disrespectful. I don't give a fuck who you are, where I'm at. Don't slap my ass. I don't care if my ass is directly in your face. Who told you to touch it? I didn't tell you to touch it. Don't touch it. So he slapped my ass and I'm like, yo, chill. He goes, yo, it's me. As if like, who the fuck are you? Who are you?
Yo, it's me. It's crazy.
I swear to God on my daughter, he said, yo, it's you. And I'm just like, okay. Next time he did it later that day. I'm like, yo, stop. Third time, I had to bring out the bitch in me. Like, don't touch my ass no more. I'm like, don't touch my ass no more. Don't do it no more. Like, I'm telling you right now, I'm not these girls. And I said it in private, so he won't be embarrassed. Don't touch my ass no more. That's it. After that, I feel like we had to understand that. He calls me a bitch. Like, I'm a, not a bitch, but he said, like, I'm a bitchy person. And that's fine with me. My respect come with it, over.
So when did you realize, like, yo, I could rap?
You take this from me? I'm gonna tell you the truth. A lot of people don't know this about me, but since I was like a young girl, and this is the 100% truth. It wasn't like one day I just woke up, hey, let me rap. When I was a young girl, I'm like an old head. I'm like an old soul in a young person's body. So I listen to like a lot of old music. And even to this day, like, honestly, I get in the car, put on the aux, and I'm trying to catch up to the young shit y'all listening to. But I like old music. So when I was young, I always wrote poems. And I would listen to, what's that song that goes, I don't want dick tonight.
Lil' Kim. Eat
my pussy, right? So the first time I was laying in my bed, and I'm like, I was young as fuck. I wasn't even having sex yet, but I'm like, y'all want to write some shit to this. And I sat in my bed and I wrote a whole song. I probably got it in my old iPhone. And I just started writing music like that, Foxy Brown. And I know it sounds cliche for like a female rapper, but I'm dead ass serious. Like, I used to write little songs to that. And, I wrote something to Doing It Well when I was like 15 maybe. Yeah. So I just would do that shit when I was young, but I never got in the studio because, you know, when I was in my long relationship, my man didn't want me to. I'm just being honest. I hate that I had to say that, but that's the truth. He didn't want me to go rap and be in the studio. And then once I became single, I got the fuck up one day, and I just said, I'm going to the studio. And I didn't know who to go to, what to do. I just found somebody that I knew that had a studio. And actually, a nigga plugged me in with that person. But yeah, a nigga had plugged me in with like a person that had a studio, and I went to this tiny little studio and I made
water.
No, it's on SoundCloud. I made to Skilly Bang and Nicki shit. You know what I'm talking about? Skilly Bang and Nicki made a song, Crocodile Teeth. I got a remix. I got a Crocodile Teeth remix. You never heard it?
Nah, I need to hear that.
It's funny. It's funny. Yeah.
So fast forward.
Yeah,
you in the studio to record Water.
Mm-hmm.
Take me to that day. How did that whole situation come about?
What's Water? Where did I get that beat from? I got that beat from YouTube. I was like, I need a good song. And I went on YouTube, and I have so many fucking beats from YouTube that I converted from YouTube to MP3 to save to my files. So I have a lot of beats on my phone, and I just had that beat, and I'm like, yo, I need some shit. And Word to Everything I Love, I went in my bathroom and made that shit in one day. I made Water in one day. I dropped the top, my bezel is all racks. Baddest bitches in the city, we born, that's all facts. He said he getting money, that nigga is all cap. He was born on the grand pandemic and all that. Ooh, I was mad at that nigga.
How I knew.
Because I got a lot of shit going on right now. But I was so mad at some nigga because I met some pandemic nigga. Oh my God, he was a pandemic boy, y'all. Beware of the pandemic boys. But yeah, I was mad at him. Dropped the top, my bezel is all racks. Baddest bitches in the city, we born, that's all facts. He said he getting money, that nigga is all cat. We was born on the grand pandemic and all that.
How do you juggle being a mom and an entrepreneur? Because you do more than rap.
How do I juggle being a mom, entrepreneur, getting money, and everything the fuck else? It's only one right answer. I have a nanny that is one of my best friends in the whole world. She's like family. Anything she ever want on this planet Earth, she can get from me, because it was a time where I was broke as fuck, and she still held it down with my daughter. And that's like the thing that I kind of need, because I'm like a super fucking hero. Like, I could juggle shit, but having a kid, it's like you can't just trust anybody with your kid. So
especially a daughter.
You can't trust anybody with your kid, like for real. And that's the only person on earth that I know if something happened to me right now, she will hold it down. Like, this woman is amazing. I love her. So she holds it down, like, she's like family. Like, literally, her family and my family know each other well since I was a baby. So it's like, if I need to do something, I gotta run out of time, I gotta do whatever, I'll call her up here, and I make sure whatever she needs, she's gonna get from me. You know what I'm saying? You have to create a bond. It takes a village to raise a child. It really fucking does. It takes a fucking village. But other than that, like, everything else is a breeze. I could run around. I could be up for 3 days straight, busting my ass doing shit. I don't care. But my little human, I gotta make sure she's okay.
How do you rate your cheating skills from 1 to 10?
You trying to make sense. Cheating skills from 1 to 10.
Not saying you're a cheater, but if you was to cheat, how good are you from 1 to 10?
10, but I digress. Because you want to know something? Women are just different when it comes to things like that. I don't. Alright, so 10. 10 is my answer, but I'm not a cheater. I don't cheat. That's my answer.
So women are different.
Women are different because, man, y'all sloppy with y'all shit. Y'all want to cheat. Y'all sloppy with y'all shit. Like, we move off of emotion. We take our time with things. Like, I done caught a nigga. I remember I went through a nigga phone, and it wasn't just go through his phone. I went through his phone. I went to his settings. I got all of his passwords to everything that was saved into his iPhone, and I got his email password. So now I basically sent the password to his Instagram. The the 2-step verification. I sent that shit to my own phone. And I made sure that I could sign in his shit. I signed in his Instagram on my phone. My ex still don't know this to this day.
You don't know now.
I signed in that shit on my phone. And I sat there and waited. And I watched every single last bitch. And I said, you stupid motherfucker. Why would you be talking to these girls like that? Telegram. You want to know if your man cheating? If he do his thing on the side, he getting money? Telegram. Check his Telegram.
That's what he sends money to?
Huh? No, Telegram is... If you know, you don't be on one?
Somebody asked me to send some bread on Telegram or some shit.
No, Telegram is... Telegram. Y'all go on Telegram. Y'all check stuff like that. Telegram. Check the emails. Check the text. Check the the deleted photos.
There's a lock on it now. You need your face to get into the deleted photos.
I'll open that nigga eyes while he sleep. I will put a motherfucking. I'll take a picture of him. Take my phone and his phone and go like. There's so many ways to get past that shit. I'm getting past it.
Or for a picture, you could do it.
You could do that shit with whatever, bro. It's so many ways. I'll go so far to catch a nigga cheating. I will go to Walgreens, print out a picture, and use a physical paper picture so that the glare on your phone will go into his face recognition shit.
You got cheated on, right? And you ready to cheat back. What song would you want to get fucked to?
I'm trying to be a changed woman. What song would I want to get fucked to? Sneaky Link by Money Long. Oh, baby, I don't feel.
That's your look back song.
I like
you
to make
get?
love. I like to make love. Yeah, I want a nigga to fuck. I want feelings to get involved. When I cheat, I don't want to just get like no funny. Whoa, hold on. I didn't mean to say that. I meant to say if I cheat back, guys. Don't do me. If I cheat back, but I'm not a cheat back type of person. But if I do cheat back, I wanna fall in love with my side nigga so I can love both of y'all. Like, I'm so serious about that because I just feel like if you doing me dirty, like, I want to get to your heart. Like, I'm not gonna lie, the old tit for tat me, I want to hit you where it really hurts. And for me to have feelings for a nigga is gonna really hurt you. So that's how I want to get you. But I digress. I don't do things like that anymore. So
when you in the crib and you ready to get the motion started, what is too long, what's too short, and what's the perfect amount of time
for sex?
Yep.
If I'm being truthfully honest, I don't like to fuck for a long time. I can have sex 5 times in a day, literally, but I don't want it to be that long. I want it to be like 10 minutes, you know what I'm saying? And then we could start again in 30 minutes after that, if he's up for it. But that's what I like. I like to have sex in small intervals throughout the day.
Small quantities.
Small quantities throughout the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, calm little 10 minutes. Okay. We go lay down. We put a little movie on, put a show on, put a little music on. All right, babe. You good? All right, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Just like
5
that.
times in one day.
That's like, honeymoon phase shit. I feel like that's how it should be.
Yeah.
Honeymoon phase shit. Then after a while, regular shit. We could do it like morning time, nighttime, or middle of the night, and then like it's no rules. It's whenever y'all want to fuck, y'all fuck, but keep the sex life alive.
What's too big, what's too small, and what's the perfect size? For Tsunami Auty. For the mermaid.
I don't want nothing too I don't want no micro penises. But I don't like no big ass dick. I don't like no huge shit. I don't know how girls be wanting that shit, like them fucking. I don't want no shit like that. I take like this is too big. Too big. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. That's like a 6.5 inch.
That's Gucci.
Okay.
That's good. I don't want nothing too big because I don't got a lot of space down there.
Are you into guys who like to get their ass ate?
I'm not answering that question.
Do you eat ass though?
I decline this question.
So, alright, so if you used to eat a guy's ass, like, you gotta be shaved, right?
Yes.
So, a lot of guys knew you was coming on the show today.
Mm-hmm.
And they threw me some questions to ask you. And it's about getting their ass ate. So, they want to know what's the proper steps to get your girl to, lick their brown eye.
Why would you say it like that? Your brown eye. Okay, here's the thing, right? You know, personally, I'll talk about myself, right? Personally, I'm a woman that's gonna do. I want my man to be happy, and that's what makes me happy. That's what gets me there. Like my man smiling, him being happy. So personally, I do whatever for my man. You know what I'm saying? If you're into that and that's what you want, you know, you have to have a woman that wants to please you. That, you know, she's pleased by pleasing you. Period.
So I read Superhead's book, right? And she said, you know, she spoke about her relationships with Ja Rule or Gotti. And she said in the bedroom, Ja Rule would like to get his ass ate. Which is becoming normal amongst men.
Listen,
that's the G spot.
I don't judge anybody. Listen, I don't judge anybody. If that's what you like, that's what you like. Who gives a fuck? Like, who the fuck is anybody to judge? If that's what you like, fellas, that's what you like.
Okay, so she said that Ja Rule laid in the bed. She was giving him head. And then he said, hold on. And he continued to grab the back of his thighs, both thighs,
his legs up, like,
and lift them up in the air.
Ooh.
Like, if you was dealing with somebody and he like surprised you with that, you know, you giving him head or whatever, and he's like, hold on, and grabs the back of his thighs. He's in that position. Now you're looking at him, and he dead got his legs up in the air. Like, would you feel funny? Like, nah, he's a little.
No.
You would just continue and go with the flow?
Yes.
If that's your man.
Of course.
Okay.
I told, like,
what do you think about Ja Rule doing that?
Keep your man happy. That's it. Make your man happy, keep your man happy. Period, point blank. Now listen, don't ever do anything that makes you uncomfortable. That's my number one rule. If something makes you uncomfortable, you don't do it just to make a man happy. But if you know you with it and you into it, do what the fuck makes your man happy. You understand what I'm saying? You keep that man happy, because what you're not willing to do, somebody else is. So, you know, if you like it too, go on and do it, girl. Like, try it out. Be open-minded. And if you try it one time, you don't like it, you never got to do it again. It's Tsunami Auty. You tuned in to No Politics with Vague. And I'm out of here.